The COP28 Summit has started on a grim note in Dubai. This year, 2023, is set to become the hottest year on record.
Climate in 2023 is stark and clear. Things are moving so fast that a full month before the end of the year, we can already declare that 2023 is the hottest year recorded in human history.
Countries at the UN COP28 Climate Summit opening hope to clinch an early deal on a new fund to pay for climate-caused damage. As the 70,000 delegates expected to attend COP28, governments are preparing for marathon negotiations on whether to agree for the first time to phase out the world's use of CO2-emitting coal, oil, and gas. The burning of these fuels is the main cause of climate change. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit UAE to attend the UN Climate Conference in Dubai starting this week. His participation will underline the country's commitment to the issue of climate change. Modi will be in UAE for 2 days, from November 30th to December 1st. Apart from fossil fuels, issues to headline the summit will include methane emissions and oil and gas imports. More than 150 countries signed on to the U.S. and EU-led global methane pledge in 2021, promising to slash their methane emissions by 30% before the year 2030. Here is how this can possibly be achieved. The EU has agreed to set methane emissions limits on Europe's oil and gas imports from the year 2030. The U.S. is finalizing its own rules. Canada is expected to target the sector with a proposal requiring a 70% cut in methane emissions by the year 2030. China, the world's biggest emitter of greenhouse gases, has pledged to include methane in the country's 2035 National Climate Plan. The World Bank is in the process of launching a new fund with backing from independent oil companies, among others. COP28 host, the United Arab Emirates, wants to see national regulations over methane-emitting sector and financial support for developing countries. It is also calling on oil and gas industry to phase out its methane emission by the year 2030. Meanwhile, Pope Francis has canceled his trip to Dubai for the COP28 climate talks, citing concerns over his recent flu-like symptoms. Francis's address to world leaders at COP28 would have come just weeks after he published a text in October, warning that the world was collapsing and near breaking point due to global warming.